Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my channel if you are new. In today's video I'm going to be doing a cook with me video. I'm going to be showing you how I cook a fresh ground pork. So this is the mincemeat I'm going to be using in today's video. You can use beef grounded if you have, but for me I have this grounded pork. The fact is it's very affordable here in South Korea compared to beef grounded meat. It's also expensive. So in my bowl I'm going to be adding my grounded pork. So it depends the measurements. I did not measure, but I just like we are 6 in my family, so I try to make a food that is going to be enough, and so that we can also have some leftovers. So it depends with how many people you are going to be serving. So I'm going to be showing you the things that I'm going to be mixing my grounded pork with. So this is flour. You can use any type of flour. So in this recipe I'm going to be using plain flour. So just to make I'm going to be using the plain flour, and I'll also add some of the spices that I want to use or soup. So yes, this is what I'm going to be using. The Newton tasty soup is the one that I'm going to be using. I'll also use Royco Wasabi mix. You know, this is a game changer. I love a Royco. Back home is the game changer for me. So I'm going to be mixing it also with the grounded pork, and then after that we are going to add salt. So now after adding everything together, now I'm going to be mixing all the soups that I added there with the ground pork, just like what I'm doing there, and the salt. So well, when you're putting your salt, just make sure that you add it according to your taste, how much you like it or what. Yes, so after that I'm going to be adding an egg. Just one egg is enough. So the purpose of the egg is to make it easy to make the bowl, so that the bowl can be intact. So yes, yeah, it's going to be easy to make the meatball when you use the egg. Yes, so that is it. After that I start mixing before I start rolling to make the balls.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time.
So after that I'm going to be showing you how I roll the meat to make the meatballs. So you can just add more flour, just a little bit, so that you are able to roll the meat so that it doesn't stick on your palms. Okay, so that is what I'm doing. So you can also add flour, or just make sure that your hands or your palms have got flour inside, so that it's easy for you to roll the balls to make the meatball. For your seasonings, you can actually use any seasoning that you have in your cabinet, so it doesn't matter which seasoning that you had. You can just use seasoning according to your liking. Okay, so now my meatballs are done. As you can see, I've rolled each and every grounded pork that I had in my bowl. So it's done. They are all set, and now they are ready to be fried. So what I'm going to be doing, I had already heated my oil in a pan. So now make sure that the other side is well cooked before you turn, so it's easy for you like to cook, not to keep on flipping them. So that's what I did. So for me, sort of like I was deep frying, but it's not too much oil. Make sure that it's not too much oil, but just enough to cover just a little bit of the basing there. So that is what I'm doing. So make sure that you turn at least once. Yeah, like what I did, at least once, because if you keep on turning before the other side is okay, then it might start to break. So yes, that is it when you're making meatballs, as you can see. So now it's done. The first batch of my meatballs are done. I put them aside, and then I'll take the other batch. I'll do the same. So while this my last batch of the meatballs are frying there, now I'm going to be boiling some peas, because I'm going to be adding some peas in my meatball stew, just to give it some flavor, and just to give it that one the green color that I always want. So now I go ahead and then I start to add other the vegetables that I'm going to be using. So now I start by heating my oil in a pan, and then I'll add the garlic cloves that I'm cutting there. So that is garlic, and then after that I'll start adding other vegetables like my tomatoes, onion, carrot, tomatoes, a little bit of chili. That's what I'm going to be adding there. So first of all, I added garlic. So now that is a mixture of carrot, onion, and some chili. If you don't want, you can also use green pepper, but I had no green pepper on that day, and I just wanted a chili just to add a flavor to my meatballs. After that, now I'm now adding tomatoes. So on this day I had grape tomatoes, so it's the one that I used. If you want, you can blend the tomatoes and use them, but yeah, I just did what I did there. So now I'm going to be adding again the soups that I showed you, and then now I am going to be using pesto as my thickener of the stew. I'll also use the garlic and onion spaghetti sauce. It's so yummy. It just gives a flavor, and it just gives flavor to this recipe. And that one, the last one, is the soy sauce that I'm going to be adding just a little bit of it. So as you can see, my soup is getting ready. My onion and my tomatoes are well cooked, so I'm going to be adding the tomato and garlic paste, the spaghetti paste. This is just a game changer, guys, if you add that. So you can also use tomato paste if you have it. Now I'm adding wasabi mix, roiko wasabi, and then the Newton and vegetable soup. And then for my pesto, I will also add it. So this is just some water in my measuring cup, and then I add, I think, just tablespoon of pesto in cold water, and then you mix that together, and then you add it to the soup that is already on the stove.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high.
Now I'm going to go ahead and add the meatballs that I fried up before. So you guys, when you fry your meatballs, I'm sure inside they won't be well cooked. It's just to change the color of the frying them. It also helps to change the color of the meatballs, but inside they won't be well cooked. They won't be cooked. So that's why you have to put them before your stew is cooked, like really cooked. Okay, I hope you understand, so that the meatballs and the soup, it just cooks together well and simmers together well. Okay, so by so doing, while the soup is cooking, and the meatballs will also be getting well cooked. Okay, so after that, I'm going to be adding the peas that you saw me boiling before. So I'm going to be adding the peas, and then I'll just let everything to simmer and get cooked once. Guys, this recipe is a killer. I just love it. My kids love they just love meatballs. My family, my husband, everyone, they just love meatballs. So I make sure that at least I cook meatballs often, because it's their favorite. So you can have this stew with rice, with salsa or ugali. You can still have it with spaghetti. yeah, that is it. It's so yummy, guys. You can try it and let me know in the comment section what you think of this. This is so amazing. The outcome was so amazing. It was so delicious. You could even taste the peas. It was so yummy. I loved this too. I hope you guys you enjoyed this recipe. Whenever you're going to try to make it for your loved ones at home, please, you can go ahead and try it. It's so yummy. I know you are not going to regret it. As you can see, now just let it simmer for some time, and yeah, I'm sure you're going to enjoy it.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
So guys, this is it in today's video. As I had promised you before in my previous video, that I'm going to be giving you a full recipe on how I made the meatballs. So yes, if you are new to my channel, my name is Brenda. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you like this content. In my channel, I do cooking, cleaning, motivation, and traveling vlogs. So yeah, that is it in today's video. We had meatballs and rice. I hope you enjoy. I'll see you in my next upload.
Never up, never down, never.